Hey guys, Gareth97 again. This time with a review of the 144th scale ball Thunderbolt version. And this is of course a model kit that was bundled with the third volume of the Gundam Thunderbolt manga. Let's have a quick look at this thing. We get the first few pages in color, and when we leaf through it a bit, we get a few more pages in color. This is of course one of the epic battles going on between the Psycho Zaku. And overall a very nice thing, but what is very interesting to look at is the back page. Once we get this down a bit, and there we have the Thunderbolt version of the gun cannon, the gym cannon, and the goof. So here's to hoping that those will see model kit releases as well. And when we remove the dust cover, we see that here is the Zaku 1, which is getting a model kit. And here is the gun cannon, so who knows, maybe next up might just be the gun cannon. And looks like this is one of those reversible covers in case you prefer a bit more monochrome. So let's put this to the side and focus again on the model kit here. And when we look at colors, we're actually getting a fair amount of colors. We have gray, we actually have white, and then we have a lighter gray, which is a bit bluish gray. But unfortunately, when we look at the stickers, things suddenly start looking very, very grim. We have a sticker sheet that can literally hide the entire model kit, so that's not looking that great. And yeah, so let's go over all of these stickers we're getting. First, we're getting a few ones that were completely to be expected. We have two of those bluish gray ones on each side. We have small red ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then one here on the scope. Once again, those are completely fair. We have the white ones here on the hands, the white ones here. I mean, these are kinda acceptable if they have to. Yeah. We have the ones on the hoses, which are just stickers that wrap around, and surprisingly, they stay on very well. And then we're now going to get on with some more unforgivable ones. The bluish gray ones that wrap around here, here, and of course on the other side, we have the gray ones that wrap around here, and the blue is actually, well, the bluish gray is the same sticker as the gray here. So that's one sticker you have to carefully just jam on there, and of course you will see the edges there, so that's really unforgivable. We have a blue one up here. Once again, same story. We have one here and one on the other side. That's kind of acceptable, I guess, but then we just have this dark blue, greenish blue more around here. Two ones that wrap around the inside, and one for the mono eye / cockpit. Those should have been parts. We have bluish gray. Well, all the bluish grays in the actual cannon, those are stickers. These parts are actually bluish gray, but then the gray bits at the end are stickers. So yes, this is a very sticker-heavy mobile suit. Well, mobile pod. And I know what you're thinking. Well, this was one of those freebie kits you got with a manga. It's an extra thing. It's not really fair to go on about it. However, when we do the math, the manga itself separately retails for 600 and a bit yen. This bundle here retails for 1,900 and a bit yen. So this ball here is in fact a 1,300 yen model kit. And for that price, this is quite unforgivable for a model kit of this size. But let's get on with the articulation, and things are only going to get worse from here on. Cannon goes up, down, top comes off as well, rotates around all the way. Then we have a ball joint here, will wiggle around quite nicely, will disconnect, and then up and down. And that's all for articulation. The beam spray guns here at the bottom aren't going to move, the arms aren't going to move, and the claws are definitely not going to move. So yeah, that's quite unfortunate. Oh, and of course the arms will also turn around, you know, because it's a ball joint. But yeah, that's all you're getting for 1,300 yen. Or well, 1,900 yen, we should say, because, you know, you have to buy the manga as well. But we do get one accessory, and that is a stand with Gundam Thunderbolt, well, mobile suit, Gundam Thunderbolt written on it. And the one really cool thing is, here at the bottom, you have this part. So you can either put this part in there if you don't want to use a stand, or you just put it in there. So at least they give us a stand. So that is something. As always, the inevitable question is, do you want to buy this? And well, for 1,300 yen for the model kit alone and 1,900 yen in total, this is quite an expensive thing, and you're not getting a whole lot. Because when we look purely at the model kit, let's look at what else we could get for 1,300 yen. We could get the twin ball pack, which gives us twice the balls and 4 times the cannons. So, you know, and actually you could say 6 times the cannons, because, you know, the other cannon set is that twin barrel thing. So yeah, these are better in terms of coloration, better articulation, and, well, they don't look as good. That brings us to the one positive thing, but first of all, one more thing we can buy for 1,300 yen, the latest and greatest Ale Strike Gundam. Also for 1,300 yen, fully articulated, fully in color, and a hell of a lot better. So now then, is there a reason to buy this? And believe it or not, despite all the criticisms I had for this thing, there still is. Because when we look at the normal balls, well, it's a football, or a soccer ball if you're American, with arms and a cannon on top of it. Yeah, this design isn't really screaming military now, is it? This design, however, screams military machine. I mean, we've got the thrusters on the back, we've got these arms, we've got beam machine with the beam spray guns at the bottom, we have a cannon on top of it. This thing means business. So that's why I'm really bummed that it's one of these cheapo model kits. Well, it is cheap, not I'd put it great. It feels cheap. It isn't cheap, but you know what I'm getting at. So this is really a fantastic looking thing. We've got a lot of detail on here. We've got thrusters that are actually placed in sensical positions, you know, in sensible places. What are these thrusters all doing, pointing downwards instead of backwards, you know, providing forward thrust unless you want your ball to fly like this? I mean, what the hell were they thinking here? So, yes, if you're a fan of the balls, or you just like Gundam Thunderbolt overall, or you just really like this design, then there is still a reason to get this, because if you're gonna paint it, this is going to look fantastic. It's just a bit, you know, overpriced. So yeah, there's definitely a reason to pick it up, but if you're not a particular fan of the balls, then just stay away from this machine. Because, you know, all you're getting for 1,900 yen, if you don't know Japanese, is a nice black and white picture book and a ball. And if you do know Japanese, you're getting a ball and a nice manga. But still, it's quite an expensive set, which you might want to pass up on. Or, however, if you are Japanese, you get this ticket thing, and you can enter in a raffle to get a chance to win this clear ball. You know, I've mentioned ball a lot in this video. So, let's do. Oh no, wait, one more thing I really like is these landing skids. You know, that makes a lot of sense, because this ball has to land somehow. I mean, how the hell is this gonna land? Just do, you know, I guess I didn't plan on having them come back and landing. Oh yeah, one more cool thing about these landing skids is that they make it very easy to go balls to the wall. Then for size comparisons, here is next to the normal balls from the twin ball pack. And oh yeah, one more thing, the cannons cannot be swapped out. I tried it, but unless you're gonna modify it, they won't be able to be changed. So now let's get rid of those footballs and to a standard sized gym here, and the Thunderbolt gym, as you can see, you know, it's a cute little thing sitting in between. Let's swap out these two now for some more massive machines. We have the Zaku 3, and of course from Gundam Thunderbolt we have the Gundam full armor. And finally, here's a group picture. So that's all for this review, and see you guys next time.